Hockey fans, we are back. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the first watch party of the 2023-2024 season. And now we got ourselves a full-on party here. Ladies and gentlemen, get stoked. Hockey is back. We're all super excited. I am Jimmy Finizzi. I am the host of From the Blue Seats, a New York Rangers podcast. First and foremost, before we get into anything and before I introduce our co-hosts for the evening, I want to take the time to personally thank all of you for tuning in and for pretty much just following along with my journey for the past month or so from the show. It really does mean the world to me. Thank you to Kyle and Dylan for welcoming me to the team and for apparently for some reason trusting me to host the first ever watch party of the season. I will never know what led them to that decision, but in all seriousness, I do want to thank them and to everybody involved here at the network. You all are amazing. But we got ourselves quite a game to kick off the season here, ladies and gentlemen, as I have got with me my two lovely co-hosts for the evening. I've got Riggs from Beers in the Lot, and I've got Randon, a massive Kings fan. Gentlemen, first of all, it's great to chat with the both of you. How the heck are we doing?
Really good. I'm doing great. Yeah. No, it's good. It's a good night. I mean, obviously, I'm in Texas, a Kings fan in Texas. Grew up in California, but it's 11 p.m. here. So, I'm going to try to stay up, suck down some energy drinks and see as much of the game as possible. So, if I do pass out during mid-broadcast, then just, cut me out. That's fine. That's perfectly okay. But yeah, trying to see what's going on here. So how are you guys doing?
Riggs, go ahead, man.
Very, very good. It's midnight here, so a little bit further ahead. But definitely wide awake for this. This is very exciting. Very, very exciting event and game here to kick off the season.
Absolutely.
Let's get going.
Absolutely. Well, what's not exciting is that apparently Riggs's mic is being all staticky for no reason whatsoever. So we're going to go ahead and try and fix that. But we do have quite a few comments here. We've been getting a bunch of comments since this morning, I think, which is absolutely insane. We got our boys in the WCB podcast. Excitement is back for real. Yes, indeed, 100%. Bar Down Breakdown, what's up? If you love hockey, live in Australia, and like alternative music, then you should check out We Set Signals because they're huge hockey fans. Very interesting. We will definitely check that out, so thank you for that. We got our man, Kyle Manifold. Hockey's back, baby. Let's go. Hell yeah, man. What's up, Kyle? Of course, we got Jacob. What's up, Jacob? It's back. Yes, it is indeed. What's going on? Aviation Animations. I wanted to go to the game as it was in my hometown, but tickets were 3,000 Australian. Ooh. So what would that cost here? I'm curious, actually. What is that here?
I think that's similar. I think that's similar money because Australian dollars. Let's
is it actually $3,000?
It's 3,000. Let's see, AUD into USD. There we go. $2,000.
It's $2,000. Well, not as bad as I thought, but still, damn. Huh. All right.
Well, let's, for all the people going, let's hope that they're playing their starters. I mean, they obviously both teams brought a roster that is primarily starters outside of a few players. So at least the fans are getting what they're asking for.
Right.
You look at in basketball, the main thing right now, right, is teams resting their players, all that kind of stuff like that. So where fans aren't getting the experience that they're paying for, and at least you would hope that the fans are going to get that tonight because I know the Kings brought, Jacob Doughty and a couple other AHL guys on the fringe, and now mainly starters. So they should be able to see a real game going on with the Coyotes tonight, which would emulate, a real season game, I think.
Well, let's hope you're right. But thank you, Aviation Animations. I really wish you were at that game. You could have given us a full report on what the experience was like there. And unfortunately, we did lose Riggs for a little bit, having some technical difficulties, but we'll get him back, we promise. But in the meantime, though, the game is just about to get underway. Pre-game ceremonies, the whole kit and caboodle. As we got a few more comments here. Adam Bonilla, obviously a big Yotes fan. What's up, Adam? Thank you so much for tuning in. Much appreciated. Dylan Kaiser already coming in with a prediction here. 4-2 Kings. As a matter of fact, we want to ask you, who do you think is going to win the game, and what is your final score prediction? Please let us know in the comments. Be like Dylan. Let us know. Oh, well, who's this loser? I'm just kidding. That was me before the live stream started. I just couldn't help myself. Hope Dylan Gunther was a great night. Yeah, that's a key guy I'm really going to watch out for he plays for, last I checked, Arizona, right?
Yeah, no, he's an
Okay.
Arizona prospect. I think the biggest one here in the cross matchup is definitely Sean Dursey, right? So you have a second round pick, got traded over from Toronto. You got traded to Arizona for a second round pick because they have Brant Clark and Jordan Spence in the wings.
Yeah.
And so, Kings fans have been in either in love or in hate with this guy because the fact that either he makes a spectacular play or he gives up a 2-on-1 on a consistent basis. So I honestly think that Sean Dursey, as the right D1 and power play one guy, could score 50 to 60 points this year as a defenseman. He's that good offensively. He sometimes just has that boneheaded train wreck type play that you have to be accustomed to as a fan. You're like, hey, I get all this offensive acumen, but sometimes I get that defensive lapse. But he's going to put up some points for Arizona, and I think that's going to be a good eye for especially Kings fans who the fan base was pretty torn. You had a lot of fans that were, hey, we really loved him. And he played the left side last season. He was asked to do something that was unrecognized in his career, playing the left side. He did really well. You look at the Corsi 4 with him and Roy up over 65% for the season. So, I mean, they were a dominant pair, but, I mean, he had those lapses that were just major lapses, like, one-on-one the goalie, two-on-one the goalie. But those are what live in fans' minds. Yet overall in the season, he had a very good season for the Kings.
Yeah, no, it's a fair point. We're still trying to work on getting Riggs back in here, still dealing with some technical stuff. But again, don't you worry, we will get him back. We promise you. As we look through more comments here. Yes, Dylan, I read your comment. I am aware you can only see half my face. I was working on the camera, so thank you for that. Riggs, are we all right now? We're good?
I don't know. Do I sound good?
Yes.
There we go.
Perfect.
Silky and smooth.
Awesome.
What I didn't realize this year, if anybody has, I mean, most people have the ESPN Plus package. They're showing college hockey games right now. I'm watching Minwa State versus Liberty State, some random college hockey games. So if you want to get some good college hockey, I guess, or decent college hockey, or maybe bad college hockey, I don't know. But at least some college hockey on the tube.
Is there really?
It's there.
Is there really such thing as bad college hockey though?
I think it's just hockey. But it's right. It's Minot State versus Liberty right now. So I don't know if they have any good programs, but it's college hockey on the bill until ESPN will let me switch over to the Kings game.
That's fair enough. But yes, Dylan, I did see your comment. Thank you for the reminder of the camera. He also loves your setup, Riggs. So shout outs to you for the set. That is quite a nice setup, though.
It's just a bunch of junk that I've accumulated over the years. There's various hockey mementos, baseball mementos, travel mementos, all kinds of stuff back there. There's all kinds of stuff in front of me too. So yeah.
I gotcha. It's still a very nice setup here. Who else?
What about this intro that we got going on here? Like all the Kings players are helmetless. They're going bucketless, showing the lettuce, and they're making these kids wear these face masks to where you can't even see their face on television. Like this is their only time to shine ever.
Masks on. Yeah,
I know. They're not playing hockey. They're just standing there. Like
exactly.
If you're 16 and can't stand in skates, then you don't deserve to be on this.
You'd be surprised.
No, you're right. You're right. But anyway, what's going on, Jason? How you doing? Thank you so much. Haven't been there, meaning you haven't been to you haven't been to any of our live streams. Well, if that's the case, then welcome aboard. Marcus is saying 3-2 Kings in overtime. Wow. All right. That's a pretty good prediction. I like that. Well, welcome, Marcus, first of all. And second, thank you for the prediction. And Dylan Kaiser says, pumped for hockey to be back, as we all freaking are. Now, before we do continue, I do want to say we are doing a couple of giveaways tonight, thanks to our very good friends at Bench Clearers. We are giving away 2 shirts, 1 King shirt and 1 Coyote shirt. We will be giving away the King shirt during the first period, and we will be giving away the Coyote shirt during the first intermission. But if you want some cool hockey gear right away, go to benchclearers.com, use our code THPN sent me to get 15% off of your order. And thank you to Bench Clearers for sponsoring our giveaway. Much appreciated.
Who doesn't like a good hockey
performing the Australian
tank top
national anthem right now? Sorry, Randon, go ahead.
So who doesn't like a good hockey tank top, right? You know, playing some cornhole in the summertime, repping your colors. I love it.
100%, absolutely.
There's a few more days left, right?
Boss chimed in.
Well, I'm in Texas, so there's probably a couple like 2 months left, to be honest.
Right? Yeah.
100%. We're already getting quite a big turnout with this stream already. 20 people are tuned in, not even a half hour in. Thank you all so much. Much appreciated. So, Rendon, since you're here, why don't you tell us a little bit about your show and what you do on the network?
So I'm the host for Hockey Royalty. On the point guard, I'm John Stockton. I wear, really short shorts and just dish it to my co-hosts all the time on the podcast, show off the quads before the stream starts and everything. But we're, by the fans, for the fans. And I think 2 years or 3 years ago, there was a very big void in the Kings market with social media and everything like that. All the podcasts that were out there were run by the Kings. So you weren't really getting authentic opinions. Not that they weren't good podcasts. I mean, you get all the guests, you get all the stories, you get all the acumen that you want as a fans, but sometimes, you have to have the freedom to speak, and you don't really get that a lot of times with team-owned podcasts. So Hockey Royalty wanted to set out to have a podcast by the fans for the fans, and we're not overly critical or abusive of the players, but we give it how it is. We give it how fans think it's. If a player has a bad game, we rip him a new one, and then the next game, hey, we think he's the best player since sliced bread. So, it just is what it is, and we just love what we do. And so, Joe, it really started with Russell. He's in LA, so he goes to all the games. So he's he's a star player. He's the Michael Jordan of the podcast, and then we have Joe, who played hockey. He's a high school coach. He played hockey a long time, so he really has that acumen there. So it's a good mix. We just like to have fun and really show it around and talk about the scheme, and talk about why players are playing certain ways and break down the stats, but also have fun and make jokes and that kind of thing. So it's a good podcast there. We've went from 50 subscribers, and now we're up over 700, I think.
Wow.
So getting there quite a bit. And you want more people to come in and watch the show. And we've had more and more opposing fans come in during broadcasts, during games, and that kind of stuff. So it's been a blast. And my 2 co-hosts do a great job with breaking down the action, and I try to throw as many dad jokes in there as possible to keep the comedic light in, and we have a good time.
I mean, who doesn't love a good dad joke? But no, all that's amazing, and congrats on 700 subscribers already. That's outstanding growth. So keep up the great work. Riggs, what's Beers in the Lot about? I've been curious to know what that show's about. What's your show?
So it's there's 4 of us, including myself. We're a bunch of beer league hockey players that have known each other for 20 some odd years. Kind of a passion project born out of COVID. So when everything, rinks were shut down and everything, we weren't having our weekly beers in the lot with each other. So we started having video chats on a weekly basis. And at some points after a few pops, we decided that, we should record this. It might actually be good. And that's really where it came from. So the whole concept is basically all the conversations that we might have, after our own games, centered around hockey, sports in general, pop culture. It runs the gamut, but it's primarily focused on hockey, NHL, international competition, college hockey's big for us, minor pros and all the like, because we just love the game, right?
Yeah.
So that's really the show. So we always say that it starts with us opening beers and it ends with a laugh, and that's how every episode has gone for the last 3+ years now.
That's
so
awesome.
yeah, we just have fun with it. It's a great time.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And for those that want to get to know my show a little bit better, obviously I run a Rangers podcast from the Blue Seats. I've been a diehard Ranger fan my entire life. My mom raised me to be a Ranger fan because she's one as well. And I basically call it Rangers analysis with no punches pulled, because I feel like half the Rangers fan base does not know what they're talking about at times. So I'm here to set the record straight. So if you want real, authentic Rangers analysis, not to say that the other Rangers podcasts aren't authentic, but even still, if you want somebody who's going to tell it like, well, somebody else is going to tell it like it is, listen to From the Blue Seats. You're not going to be.
When have New Yorkers fans ever not told it like it is?
Great question.
That is a fair point. I will give you that. Even though I'm not from New York, I'm from Jersey, so I still tell it like it is. I have that New York mentality, though. As ladies and gentlemen, the puck has been dropped. We are underway to start the preseason.
I must be behind. Jesus criminy.
How behind are you?
It's still showing Connor Ingram in goal.
Yeah, that's what I have too.
God.
Yeah.
Are you on the NHL Network? I'm on ESPN Plus.
Same.
Oh, okay. I'm watching on NHL Network. So.
All right. So somebody's got some more money than we do. That's fine. As long as you don't spoil it for us
I'm
here.
not that guy. Stop. Okay. I see where this is gonna go.
Hopefully the ice is good. I heard the ice yesterday had like puddles in it for Arizona's podcast. So
they canceled the Yotes practice yesterday because the ice was just so bad.
I thought they fixed that issue like this morning, from what I heard.
Yeah.
Well, an issue from catastrophe to
the end boards.
So yeah, I mean, you're looking at I think the biggest thing for people watching in, obviously Kings are on the West Coast, so is Arizona, I guess. Yeah. But not a lot of not a lot of fans really know what's going on this side of the hockey world, because they all fall asleep before the games get going. But I mean, I think the Kings fans, or the Kings in general, this year it's all about the acquisition of PLD and what he's going to do for that center group. You're looking at one of the top center groups in the league. I think you got Kopitar, you got Deneau, who was a 55-point scorer. PLD's got 63-point seasons constantly, and then you got Lizotte, who is just a constant pest who doesn't make mistakes on the fourth line. I think the Kings have maybe a top 3 center group in the league, let alone in the Pacific. I think they're just strong down the middle. The only thing that is a caution to all Kings fans is what's in the crease, because that could be a explosion of disaster. But right now you have Kopitar. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer with Kempe, back-to-back 35+ goal seasons. Byfield, when he's been on that line, their course he's been over 65%. The second line with PLD, I mean, you're getting it with Fiala, so that's 2 for 2 mustaches. You get bonus points for that when you're on the ice. Hopefully they get Victor Arvidsson.
Gotta have the hockey mustache.
Hopefully they get Victor Arvidsson to grow a mustache there. Right now he's playing on the Mad line.
But Randon, here's the thing. There's 2 things you gotta have in hockey. You gotta have the hockey mustache, all right? And you also have to have the hockey mullet. You gotta have the mullet going again. I want to bring those back.
Well, they're not going mullets. I mean, you got the buckets on, so who cares? But everybody can see that. Everybody can see the caterpillar.
Fair point. Okay.
Everybody can see the caterpillar across the face.
Oh, you need the flow. You need the flow out the back. You need the flow out the back when you're.
Well, they got that too. I mean, Kempe's got the strands. Kempe's got the strands and stuff. But
no, that's fair. I know who this is popping in the comments here. What's up, Matt? What's going on, my guy? He used to intern with me over at my other show, The Bottom Line, which you can go subscribe to on YouTube and all other audio platforms. What's going on, my man? And it looks like, do we have a penalty already? Yeah, it looks like we got a holding penalty here.
The arm's
We got
now up on my side.
Kings power play right off the bat.
Let's
2
go.
minutes in.
So 2 years ago, Kings were bottom 5. Last year, they were top 5. So give that guy a raise, our power play coordinator. But no, the Kings are in a weird position. The fact that the majority of the forwards are left-handed. So they have to really utilize that bumper position in the center of the ice to create space, where 2 years ago, that player was absolutely useless. The number one guy that was in our power play was Velarde, who got traded in the Dubois trade. He's a right-hander who used to go down behind the net, was very powerful in his size and his space. And so it's going to be an interesting year this year with having one less righty and taking away a major contributor to the power play. We'll see if Dubois steps in there or if they utilize it somewhere else. So it looks like Arvidsson, who was on the power play 2, is now on the power play 1 to get that extra righty stick on the ice. So that's a big thing for Kings fans and how that power play will react, because Velarde was huge behind the net.
Do you expect Quentin Byfield to get some power play time at some point as well?
He should, but T-Mac
just missed glove side. Damn, good shot selection there. Just missed.
So it's he should, but T-Mac has always been a guy that relies on his veterans, and you have to earn minutes, which makes no sense to me if you're a number 2 overall pick. But
right,
you're looking.
One time when a shot goes wide, rebound off the side of the net. Go ahead, Rendon. I'm sorry.
Oh, but you look at Byfield right here. I mean, obviously you're ahead of us, but Byfield in the ESPN broadcast was coming down the left side. He's going to have that top and then Kopitar position. So Kopitar plays on the left dot, and he's going to have that position for this power play too. What it looks like this year. But you look at Jordan Spence, number 53. He's in competition with Byfield and the power play 2 spot for the Kings, right? So Spence 2 years ago, AHL Defenseman of the Year, I think he had 48 points as a defenseman in his first year in the AHL. He's just silky smooth, good on defense, but he has that kind of lateral movement that you like to see with a power play quarterback on the power play. And he has an okay shot, but he's just his vision is top notch.
Well, somebody just left a rebound wide open, and nobody was there to poke it home, as that shot's a save made by the Coyotes goaltender. A scrum in front of the net, and did he cover up the puck? No, it's still in play. Now he's got it. Power play had ended. Oh, now we got a bit of a scrum going on over here. Who's involved?
I feel like I'm in a different universe because you're like 2 minutes ahead of me or something.
I know. The ESPN Plus guys are like way behind.
Yeah, Brown of the Coyotes and Dottie of the Kings is involved. Number 45 on LA. And Brown was number 3 on Arizona.
Doty's a monster, man.
This kind of makes me think, should I be watching on ESPN Plus just so I can be in sync with you two?
Yeah,
probably.
Please come back in time with us.
Yeah. So Doty was a guy who was injured, but he's been a AHL mastermind there. He's definitely the old school enforcer type, 230 pounds, 6'2", got that hunch like Milan Lucic over when he skates. But he's not afraid to throw hands, and he's always sticking up for his teammates. You need those kind of players, even now when they're trying to get rid of fighting in the minor leagues.
Oh, well.
So I really like him for the AHL. Will he get some actual time amongst the top division there? Probably not, but you like what he gives on a night in and night out basis for the AHL squad.
Yeah. Looks like we got 2 roughing penalties here, so we got 4-on-4 action for a little bit. As I see Andrew has jumped in. He says, "Hi, Dylan." I don't think Dylan's in this chat right now. Well, he probably is, but he's probably just watching right now. But anyway, what's up, Andrew? Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm not sure who this is, but hello regardless, and thank you for tuning in as well. Much appreciated.
My Russian is rusty. I think
goodness. I was about to say, damn.
It's been since college since I took it, but I think.
Wow.
I don't want to say anything. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna attempt to translate that. I think what it means, but I want to throw it out there.
Pump for hockey, but not for preseason. Not my thing. Hey, you know what? Hey, I totally get where you're coming from. Preseason's not for everybody. Most people are into the regular season and playoffs, so I get it. But
this is different though. Like they're going over here to make a game. Like all these are starters playing right now. Right?
Exactly.
Oh, good save. And
these are NHL lineups. Like you can't complain about this at all.
But to answer your question, Andrew, I am doing just fine. How are you doing? Thank you so much for watching.
So what's your guys' opinion of the Kings outside of LA for you guys?
What's that?
What's your guys' opinion of the Kings being outside of LA?
Well, you actually like answered my biggest question. I was going to ask you what you thought of the goaltending situation because like, you know, I think like if they're going to struggle, like that's the area. I think they're trending upwards, right? Especially with, you know, they get PLD and like you said, they're strong up the middle. So I think they're definitely trending upward, and that trend is like steeper than you think, right? So the question then is going to be, like you said, in the blue paint. So you already answered that though. You've already identified it as like the area that could blow up in their faces, right? So
I have a question there. It's a question there. I mean, you look at Copley's never really been anything in the NHL, and he really wasn't anything special last year. But I think he went 20-5 with a barely over 900 save percentage. Like this team's going to put up a lot of points. They're going to play sound defense. They play the 1-3-1 trap, so they were top 5 in limiting high danger chances. So Copley and Talbot just have to be adequate goaltenders for the Kings to put up over 100 points. Yeah. Now, I was going to put him out
of Cam Talbot, former Ranger, by the way, Cam Talbot, by the way. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now, will that be beneficial in the playoffs because you don't have a horse to stand behind? Maybe we'll see how that works out. I mean, if you look at Copley, dude, the guy's a 6'6" Alaskan. He's ripped. He's got an 8-pack. Like he's an animal, and maybe he just hasn't really had a chance to come in and on Hockey Royalty, we've been talking about it. Like hockeys are the running backs in the NFL, right? Ooh. I mean, sometimes you just need a good guy that knows where to hit the holes and play a good 20 games, 30 games.
But I think you boys are going to like what's coming next.
I thought you changed, so you're not giving anything away. What's going on?
Yeah. I'm trying here, man. I'm trying.
As long as it's not an Arizona goal, I'm cool.
It's not that, I can tell you that much.
Okay, good.
So Anderson keeps it in on my side. And Deneau hits it wide, and we got a whistle. Are we on the same page there, Riggs?
Yeah, I think we're watching like the same feed.
Yep.
Yeah,
here we go.
There's Doty. There's the heavyweight.
Brown and Dottie have been going at it all game, and now they're in fisticuffs.
Oh, Doty's got a heavy right hand. Better watch out there, number 3.
Oh, man. We're already getting fights in the preseason. That should set the tone for the 2023-24 season right there.
You got to give it for the Australian fans, man. You got to throw some haymakers.
100%, yeah. Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh, a little left and a little right.
Buff it up. Let's see.
They're letting this go a long time.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Hey, if they don't say they're done, let them go.
That went on for like a good solid 2 minutes at most.
And then they time up.
Yep, now we're going to TV timeout. Yep, absolutely. Dude, I'm literally like, I feel bad. I'm like 30 seconds ahead of you guys. That's actually give me one second.
You're in the second. You're in the second period already. I don't know what's going on. Oh man, no, I think if the Kings just got to play some good hockey, and the goaltending is going to be interesting. I mean, I think Cal Talbot had a really bad season last year, but he had some good 2 seasons before that. But the Kings play a very good goalie system, and they just have to play adequate hockey for the Kings to be effective.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
So I think by the numbers, you know, if I think historically, like if a goalie's getting 90% or better, you should win those games. So,
How's the game going? Well, there was a
if they're
fight.
around
That was
that.
that.
if they're around that, you're in good shape.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got somebody here. Angus says, hello, everyone. If it's being broadcast in Australia, that means you'll be tired in the morning. We know.
Yeah, I know.
But, hey, listen, it's worth it, though, because hockey's freaking back. But thank you so much for tuning in, Angus. We truly appreciate it.
I'm going to be cracking open my smelling salts here in a second. So.
By the way, I just want to remind people that we are doing a giveaway thanks to our good friends at Bench Clears. We will be announcing the first winner in about the next 10-15 minutes or so. We're giving away a Kings shirt courtesy of Bench Clears, and I am currently in the process of selecting that winner as we speak, so stay tuned. We'll be giving away a Coyotes shirt during the first intermission. And by the way, don't forget,
you're underselling these things. These are premier premier tank top cutoffs jerseys that you can wear in the summertime. Roast a good burger, get out of the pool, and then play some good stick and puck in the street with these bad boys, and then go to a nice bar, have a nightcap, and seduce a lady. That all in one night.
Goodness.
These jerseys are top
notch.
That's hilarious. Wow. This is what I'm treated to in my first ever watch party. I see where this is gonna go tonight. Now we're back from commercial break. We got 5-minute.
Are you with us?
Brown and Dottie.
Are we at Three Musketeers now? Are we all on the same broadcast?
Yes.
All right.
We're all good. We're all good.
So let's talk about Arizona a little bit. I mean, obviously they are a garbage fire of a franchise lately, but they've been drafting well. They've been trying to figure out their identity as a franchise without a stadium, which as an Oakland A's fan, I can relate. So, what do you
my goodness?
What do you think about their team so far? Like, I think they could compete for not dead last. That's what I think we're looking at this year.
No, I mean, listen, man. I mean, they definitely can compete. I will give them that. They're not. Let me put it to you this way. They're not going to be the worst team in the NHL this year. I think that title definitely is going to belong to either the Columbus Blue Jackets or the Philadelphia Flyers.
Oh, like, San Jose is up there.
Yeah, the Sharks are up there too. You can argue that as well. But look, Coyotes are definitely a team that's going to be on the rise. I mean, they have, in my opinion, one of the best young players in the game today in Clayton Keller. They obviously need to build around him. And, they have a bunch of young talent. Their goaltending, I think, still needs a little bit of work. But, I can definitely see this team completing for at least a playoff spot probably within the next couple of years. Am I saying they're going to do it this year? Probably not. But give it like 2-3 years, they can be a dangerous team.
I think the narrative around Clayton Keller has got to switch. You said the best young players. He scored 86 points last year. 37 goals on a garbage team. He's not a young player. He's an elite player in the league.
Yeah.
And when that changes out, he's 25. Obviously, they're willing to build around him. By the time they're irrelevant, he'll be 40. But he still will be a contributor to that team. I think they're young process. And then you have Logan Cooley, right? Top 3 pick, which will be able to play behind him and not have that much pressure because they'll have a legit first-line center to play above him. I think it's going to be great for that team. They got, like I said, Sean Jersey. They have Dylan Gunther. They have a lot of top prospects in that organization. Will they go – my thing is, will they go the Ducks route and they play all their young prospects? Will they play the young prospects and let them have trial by fire, or will they bring in veterans with their cap space, similar to the Kings, like Deneau and Arvidsson, in order to help with the prospect load? It remains to be seen what they're trying to do here. They really haven't. I guess they brought in who they bring in for like $6.5 million, which was a puzzling. No, that was the Ducks. Never mind. That wasn't the.
I'll say. I don't remember the Coyotes doing any of that.
I'll start with one good thing about Arizona. They do have Tarangi as head coach, who historically was World Juniors coach for Canada. So he knows young players. If they're going to go that route, okay, I get it. Let's start in the crease. If you think the Kings question is in the crease, the Coyotes disaster is in the crease.
Vejmelka's better than any goalie that Kings got.
Vejmelka's not going to get it done.
He wasn't top 10 in every single advanced metric for goalies last year?
No. He was a sub 90% save percentage, so we'll start there. They defensively, they have nobody. Up front, Travis Boyd is going to be the projected number 1 center. That's not going to cut it for anything. And then, as you said, the franchise is a disaster. Okay. And I'm a firm believer that, feces rolls downhill. So whatever's happening at the top is going to be felt by the players, and it will affect performance, and it has. And the idea that they're playing in this building tonight for us, afternoon over there, that I think the official capacity is like 14,800, and they're going to go home and start the season. I think they're on the road for like 20 out of the first 25 games because their landlords, Arizona State University, are making improvements to the arena. That just speaks volumes. What
more improvements could they possibly make to a 5,000 seat arena?
They're putting $20 million into that building.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a brand new building. They're putting $20 million in.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Are they not trying to work on moving into a new arena? Then what's the point?
I don't know. But so, and there's the whole situation with how they left Scottsdale and Phoenix area. There's all this stuff. I don't Logan Cooley. He should have stayed at Minnesota. He should have played out there. I have no love for Arizona. Sorry.
Hey, it's fine. Hey, we got a couple of comments here. Andrew, Jimmy, how do you know my name and how do you know I'm here on this channel? Because your name is on the screen here. I'm showing your comment. That's how we know. So, Jacob says, Coyotes played they only play 3 games in the preseason? Really? I didn't realize that. If that's the case, then yeah, they're really not getting much of a break at all. Damn, that's harsh.
That doesn't seem right. I think the Kings play more than that.
Let me double check that. Actually, that doesn't sound right. Oh, I think he's talking about in the global series. Yeah, because I'm looking right here. They play
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, because I think he's talking about
6 games after.
Squad.
Yeah. Oh, so no, the Coyotes are playing the Blues tomorrow. Their B squad is playing the Blues.
Split squad, yeah.
Split squad.
Yeah.
And then they play the Kings again tomorrow in the global series.
Yeah, so there's plenty of players being played.
Yeah, no, there's plenty. Absolutely.
Yeah. And most teams are going to do split squad games because they have everybody in camp.
Yeah, exactly. But Andrew, no need to apologize. You are all good. No worries. We're about 10 minutes into this game here from Melbourne, Australia. Kings and Coyotes. No score, but plenty of actions. We've had fights. We've had penalties. We've had pretty much a mix of everything, except nobody's on the score sheet right now. We're going to be announcing the first winner of our Bench Clears giveaway in the next 5 minutes.
Why does it look like this angle that the camera's at, that the rink looks like it's warped, like a jelly bean?
I was just gonna say that.
The Jelly Bean Arena from Australia.
But yes, we will be giving away a classic, vintage, epic Kings tank top in the next 5 minutes. So stay tuned. If you do miss the announcement on the live stream, the winners will be posted on the Hockey Podcast Network's Twitter account tomorrow morning. Well, I guess technically today at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So if you miss it here, get the announcement on Twitter. And no, I am not calling it the other thing. It's pointless. Anyway, we're about 9:15 left in the first period. No score between the Kings and Coyotes. First game of the preseason.
So this is interesting. I don't know if there's an injury already because Victor Arvidsson is playing with the fourth line. So I don't know if it's just a line change mechanic here, but Blake Lizotte, Trevor Lewis is out there. I don't know if it's an injury or if just a weird line change, but bringing back Stanley Cup champion Trevor Lewis in a move makes no sense to any of our co-hosts because we still have a lot of prospects that could make the lineup. You look at Jared Anderson-Dolan's been a fringe 13th forward for a while now. You have Fagemo, who's a 25, 30 goal scorer in the AHL. So you have a lot of guys that are willing to play some, and then you still have Alex Turcotte, the top 5 pick, when healthy, plays well, but he's never healthy. So you have a lot of guys who are willing and able to take that spot, and then you bring in a veteran who is past his prime. So I don't know if it's a locker room thing, but just to bring in and occupy $1 million on the fourth line was a puzzling move for us. I don't know how you guys think about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what he was saying. Yeah, 3 straight games. Okay, so just to clear that up, our apologies, Jacob. But yeah, Riggs, go ahead first. I'm sorry.
I don't tend to get too excited about bottom 6 players.
Well, Kevin Fiala was a bottom 6 player last year for the Kings, and he scored 72 points in 70 games. So
yeah, but like, is he going to actually repeat that? You know,
point per game player, Kevin Fiala. Yeah, he will be a point per game player this year.
Well, okay.
There's a possibility. Yeah, I can't argue that.
I mean, you're looking at our fourth line. Our third line is going to be PLD, Fiala, and Arvidsson. So I mean, all 60-point scorers.
Dubois will probably be the second center, dude.
Yeah.
I think you look at the Kings' minutes, and I think a lot of fans get caught up in the 1, 2, 3. But you look at the Kings' minutes 5-on-5 last year; they were within 1 minute of ice time of each other. I think they're going to roll 3 lines consistently, and it'll be quite evident once you start watching the games that they're just going to roll with matchup-based type stuff. You look at PLD, if it's Arvidsson, PLD, and Fiala, they're going to be a detriment on the defense because both Fiala and Victor Arvidsson like to play up in the offense, which they should, but they kind of sacrifice the defensive game, even though VA is kind of a gnat. Like, he'll be a pest when it comes to that. He's a high energy guy, but Fiala will definitely sacrifice the defense for the offensive acumen. So, Pierre Dubois will have to regulate that, where the nice line, they're all 50-point players, is a very well-rounded line. And you got Deneau, Trevor Moore, who had a 50-point season 2 seasons ago, and Victor Arvidsson. So Arvidsson, he's either going to play in the third or the second, depending on how you look at it. And the question mark there at that point is going to be Kaliev, who is a power play merchant, but really can't play 5-on-5.
Huh.
Right. Got a few more comments here. Angus says, Jordan Binnington needs all the practice possible before the start of the season.
Wow.
What's with all the Binnington hate? Did people forget that he won a Stanley Cup? Like, really?
Yeah, but he's kind of lost his mind a little bit.
I'll give you that. Who will be on tomorrow? I do not know, actually. Are they even streaming the game tomorrow?
No idea.
I thought they were, but I think they were trying to figure out who was going to be.
So what a play. What a play.
Yeah, that was...
A little back and forth, Copley, a little sprawl.
Yeah, that was a hell of a play.
I don't know if he got a stick on it or what.
Yeah, that was a hell of a play. And Binnington needs to consult a therapist too. Damn, that's harsh.
There you go.
Oh, now I realize why Arvidsson was on the fourth line. Doughty with the fighting, the fighting penalty. He was out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're just shuffling guys.
Yep. That answers everything.
There's Jersey right there in the Yotes.
Can you tell us about yourselves? We will in a few minutes, as soon as we get into the next commercial break here, Andrew. Got about 5:20 remaining in the
Ooh, nice play, nice
first
dish.
period. No
Ooh, good
score.
save.
Oh, getting a little chippy here.
Toss it back in.
Oh, and why the whistle? Oh, never mind. It's an offside. Well, speaking of commercials, we are about to get into one. And with that, we do officially have our first winner of our Bench Clears giveaway for a Epic Kings tank top shirt. Congratulations to Maxwell at American Made 123 on Twitter. So he is the winner. Congratulations to Maxwell. If you did miss it on here, it will be announced on Twitter tomorrow morning, or technically today at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So congratulations to Maxwell. Again, that's the handle at American Made 123. So congratulations to him on the Kings shirt. And we will give away the Coyotes shirt in the first intermission. So stay tuned for that. Meanwhile, we are in commercial here with about 5 minutes left in the game. First period, no score. Jeez, yeah, my you can tell my brain's not functioning right now. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
What's the penguin? What's the term for the tuxedo shirt? Is it just a tuxedo shirt?
I don't think
tuxedo T-shirt, right? Yeah.
I just feel like these little cutoff jerseys, you could spruce it up a little bit, little underneath with a little jacket top. You're like, man, this guy's dedicated and he's professional.
I can't argue that. It'd be the laziest suit you ever see in your life. But in regards to Andrew's comment here, yeah, we kind of ran it through a little bit in the beginning, but I host the Rangers podcast from the Blue Seats. Rendon hosts Hockey Royalty. He's a Kings fan, and Riggs hosts Beers in the Lot with a couple of his friends from Beer League Hockey. To basically sum it up short, sweet, to the point.
So we got a break here. Where do you guys think obviously both these teams are in the West. So what are the top teams for you guys? Obviously, the Pacific. We'll start with the Pacific, I guess, with the Kings. Where do you think that division breaks out on paper so far?
Oh boy. Well, first and foremost for me, I think the Pacific is going to come down to the top three of Vegas, Edmonton, and LA again. Obviously, you look at Vegas, the defending Stanley Cup champions, you can never count them out of anything. Edmonton, as long as Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl are still on the team, they're always going to be playoff threats. And you look at the Kings, we talked about them earlier. They still got Kopitar. They still got Doughty. But the question I have is, how much more do they have left? I understand it's not just about those two. They got a great team. They got a bunch of young guys like Byfield. They have Arvidsson now. So they got a good team. But like we talked about, if there's one thing that could impact this team going forward, it is going to be their goaltending. But they did get Cam Talbot during the offseason. So that is slightly better, in my opinion, than what they used to have. But even still, I would keep an eye on the Kings' goaltending. But I do think they can be the 3 seed in the Pacific Division. But I got to tell you something. Don't sleep on the Seattle Kraken this year. Me personally, I think the Seattle Kraken are going to be a force to be reckoned with. And in my honest opinion, if things break right, the Kraken could be a team that goes to the Western Conference Finals.
They made it in the playoffs last year. They showed what they could do. Obviously, Beniers is going to get a little bit better, not in his rookie season, and all that kind of stuff like that. I think you're going to probably see maybe 4, 5 teams from the Pacific, where it used to be the Central was the dominator in the Western Conference.
Right. I agree with that. I think. So my question to you, as a Kings fan, right, and as somebody that's covering them, is if they face Edmonton again in the playoffs, like, are they going to get past Edmonton this year?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
So, I mean, they were unprepared the first year, and they took them to
Sure.
7 games. We were without Doughty. We were injury prone. We were not injury prone, but we were injury riddled. And you had guys like Jordan Spence, who was a rookie in the AHL, playing now rookie minutes in the NHL. You had a lot of players there that were unaccustomed to the playoffs, and we took them to 7 games. And you look at last year, I mean, we had 2 of our top 3 offensive threats out until game 3. So, I mean, I think that we won a lot of games when we shouldn't have won, and we lost a lot of games that should have been closer. So when you throw those kind of things into the mix, I think you look at the right side is going to be deeper. I think you look at Jordan Spence there on the camera there, Australia native by way of Japan and Canada. His story is fascinating. But he, like I said, AHL Defenseman of the Year. He also had 30 points last year or 45 points last year in the AHL. Can definitely run our power play too. They got bigger on the back end, which I think Edmonton out-muscled us in the forward group last year. So Eklund comes in about 220, 230 pounds as LD3, is able to throw some hands and that type of thing. And I really don't put much stock into fighting or big bodies, but in playoff hockey, it's not about fighting. It's about exactly your will.
It's wear and tear.
Wear and tear.
Right?
And that big body is going to help. I mean, he's not really going to do much of anything else.
Yeah.
But I think down the middle, I think we will dominate. Our center group is vastly superior, I think, than Edmonton. And people are going to look at me like, oh, they got the best player in the 6th best player in the world. But you look at last season, like they exploited us in a matchup wise by having Backlund on the ice. He would take the face off and then go off.
Right.
And now you have either Janot, who's one of the top 2-way forwards in the league, or PLD facing off against nobodies as their third line center. So I think we're going to be deeper center wise going in that. And if it's all going to come down to health, if the Kings are healthy, I think we're I don't want to talk about Homer stuff, but I think we're top 2 team offensively in the Western Conference. Will our defensive acumen hand up? Will our goalies stay up? That's going to be the big thing, because you look at, for our team, Jordan Spence has already played in the NHL. Will he be able to take the next step, or will Brent Clark get the option? Because Brent Clark set the record in the OHL. I mean, like 3rd most points ever by a defenseman. He's just ridiculously.
Oh my flipping God. Yo, are you joking? That one's so wrong. That one's so wrong. Oh my God.
Oh, Fiala with his typical toe drag. He just got a little poke check there.
A toe drag gone wrong. Oh my God.
He puts that in 9 times out of 10, to be honest with you.
Not that time.
It's the first preseason game.
It's true. Ooh, we got a fascinating question here. What's up, Danelle? Thank you so much for watching. What are your guys' thoughts on the Bruins Centennial jerseys? And out of the 3, which one is your favorite? Oh boy, that's a good question, actually.
Are we talking about the UCLA Bruins or oh, sorry, I don't know the East Coast.
Oh my God.
Well, I know the one has a lot of stripes on the sleeve.
Yes.
Has a lot of stripes.
Let me look this up. I'm on my computer. I can pull these up and give you a fair assessment. Let's see.
Yeah.
Actually, we're talking about these bad boys.
Jerseys.
I gotta be honest. I think I kind of like the black ones, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the black ones aren't bad. I like that. I mean, the yellow ones are for me. But the black ones, I like that.
That sounds about right.
I'm a black person. Black soul, black music, all that kind of stuff.
There you go.
Black metal.
Damn.
Norwegian death metal.
Yeah, there you go.
Stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of screaming.
Scandinavian. Yeah, there you go.
Biting. Calling upon the ravens before you make a sacrifice. All the good stuff.
You're that dude that listens to black metal. I see where this is going. Ooh, what's up, Sarah? Thank you so much. Which team do you believe has the most potential this season? Are we
Most
talking
potential.
New
just
Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we're talking overall, as much as I hate to admit it as a Ranger fan, I would definitely have to say the New Jersey Devils because they're one of the more complete teams in the league. With guys like Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier, you got Luke, you got is it Quinn or Luke? No, Luke Hughes coming in the fold. Luke Hughes,
Luke. Yep.
and then obviously you look at their goaltending and Vitek Vanacek and Akira Schmid, who I think is their future goaltending tender. That's just my personal opinion. But the Devils, they can score. They're speedy. They play defense. They're a complete team. And if I'm being real here, I think they have the potential to go all the way this year.
I like them. You look for a team that has made a little push in the playoffs and needs to take that next step. I mean, not that Jack Hughes is not a premier player in this league, but I think he's got 100-point potential. And the way that and you look at Luke Hughes was an afterthought last season. Will he be able to contribute on the power play, that type of thing? There's a lot of, if you were to write it out as a storybook teller, there's a lot of aspects of that team that scream Stanley Cup.
It's a very good team from the crease out. Definitely playoff contenders. I'll give them a conference final appearance.
Okay.
I won't give them a cup final.
Okay.
This year.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Right. I think projecting them cup final is a little bit ahead of schedule for that roster with some of the young guys that they have. Yeah. Yeah.
Boston Bruins jersey I'm talking about, and Randon, just to correct you, and everyone has said when the jersey was unveiled, everyone loved the alternate jerseys the best. I see where this is going. Did you see Jonathan Quick's mask? Yes.
Yes.
I absolutely freaking love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. For those that don't know, Jonathan Quick posted on social media recently. His new Rangers mask actually has the Rangers goal song on the back, and I love it. Absolutely loving it.
And I can't stand that song because I'm not a Rangers guy, but it is
Oh well,
cool.
too bad.
Like, it is cool. It is cool.
Just let you know that then I like to talk about jerseys and teams and players in the league and stats. We could use more stats. I appreciate that. But anyway, we are in first intermission here in Melbourne, Australia. Kings and Coyotes are scoreless. We do have a giveaway winner to announce.
What social media are you talking about? Jonathan Quick has got, like, his last post is from 2016.
Oh no! Go to the Rangers.
No, I was gonna say go to the Rangers Twitter. He posted it on there. Hope the Rangers take care of him. I hope he takes care of Igor. In all honesty, I really hope he takes care of Igor because he can learn a thing or two behind a championship caliber goalie. That's just me.
And I think he will. I think that was a great move to bring him in to help out Shesty there.
And the fact that it was a really 1-year contract with $825,000, that's a low risk deal.
No risk. No risk. It's great.
You think it's no risk?
It's no risk. It's great. It's great.
Right, what you guys don't know about Jonathan Quick is he's not coming there to be the backup. Like his mind thinks that he's going to take that job.
But
that's just the guy he is.
That's not a bad thing because if it pushes, right? If it pushes everybody else, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
You want a little bit of internal competition. That's good.
I don't necessarily disagree with that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we do have an official winner for the Coyotes tank top. But before we get into that, we're going to step aside and hear from our great sponsors in DraftKings. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the middle of the first intermission between the Kings and the Coyotes in the NHL Global Series from Melbourne, Australia. First of all, I want to thank you guys so much for spending part of your Saturday morning with us. We truly, truly appreciate every single one of you for tuning in. So for those that are just tuning in, by the way, we are doing a giveaway courtesy of our friends at Bench Clears. If you want some good, high-quality hockey gear for the season, go to benchclears.com and use our code THPN sent me to get 15% off of your order. That's promo code THPN sent me for 15% off. We gave away the Kings jersey, or not jersey, a tank top shirt earlier, and congratulations once again to Maxwell on Twitter, aka at American Made 123. He's the winner of the Kings jersey. And we are about to give away the Coyotes tank top shirt. And we want to send a huge congratulations to Kevy D at Kevy D209 on Twitter. So congratulations to him. Congratulations to both of our winners. Again, if you missed it, the winners will be posted on our official Twitter account at THPN tomorrow, or technically today at 10 a.m. Eastern. So again, congratulations to Kevy D at Kevy D209, the winner of the Coyotes tank top shirt, and to at American Made 123, the winner of the Kings tank top shirt. Now, there is no score in this game so far, and we got a couple of questions here in the comments while we wait for the game to come back. Cassidy writes, how do you think the Chicago Blackhawks will do this season? Horrible. Next. No. Listen, in all seriousness, I really don't expect much from the Chicago Blackhawks. I mean, Jonathan Toews, all my best goes out to him, but he's obviously dealing with a lot of stuff right now off the ice, considering his health. Obviously, we don't wish any harm on him. We want the best for him, but who knows if he'll ever play hockey again at this point. So at this point, it's just, who do you have? Patrick Kane's not there to save your bacon anymore. I mean, you're a young team that's going through growing pains at this point. So I really don't expect
to be a glorious dumpster fire.
Blackhawks, but I do expect them to finish, if you want me to give an official prediction on where they'll finish, I would probably tell you that I could see them finishing, not dead last, but maybe 6th. If I'm being nice, maybe 6th, maybe 7th. They'll probably battle out for with the Coyotes or something for 6th or 7th place. That's just my take.
This is not about where they're going to place in the lineup. Everybody knows, even people in Chicago know they're not going to be very good. It's going to be a glorious dumpster fire. You're going to have a lot of top prospects. Nazar, you're going to have, obviously, Bedard there, who's going to sell a ton of jerseys. You're probably going to see half the stadium filled with Bedard jerseys, just like you do with Edmonton and Connor McDavid jerseys, right? So he's going to sell a lot of jerseys. He's going to score 30-plus goals, and they're going to be horrible on a night in and night out basis. But you're going to see a lot of premise of what the future could look like. You're also going to see a lot of what you overpaid for in Seth Jones. And that's just kind of how it's going to be for that team. I think it's going to be a fun season, though, for Blackhawks fans, because you got to look for the future. And if Bedard puts up 30 goals this year, which a lot of people think he's going to do, you got to be excited for that team, right? Because then you got to choose generational talent who has performed at a real level, and that's what you're looking for if you're a fan base of that team.
Enjoy the Connor Bedard highlights.
Yes.
Hope that Taylor Hall can help him. Figure.
And you're going to get another first-round pick for Taylor Hall at the deadline. So
exactly. So
most likely, yeah.
There are things to look forward to. Wins are not it. So.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. What else we got here? I'm a night owl to any time. My bedtime is now at midnight, but I go to sleep at 2 a.m. Huh. Yeah, I mean, on a night like this, that'll probably be the same with us as well. Let's see. Ooh, what's up, Shane? Thank you so much, my man, for tuning in. What team could be this year's biggest surprise? Oof. I've got a
The
couple
Ducks.
in mind. What's that?
The Ducks.
Really?
I think they easily have 15 more points than they did last season.
Interesting. Huh. I like
Jamie
it.
Drysdale, I think, had 40 plus points in his rookie season as right D1. He was injured for 95% of the games last year. They brought in some enforcers that help with all the jackassery that is Zegras. So they're going to have some enforcers to help protect him when it comes to playing big boy hockey. They have McTavish, who was a very dominant player. You're going to have Leo Carlsson coming in for that team. I think that team's going to be very good. I think they're also going to be very bad, to where you're going to have games where they get it blown out. But there was a stretch of 2 years ago where they were in first place for a little bit. I don't see them making a playoff push altogether, but there's going to be parts of the season next year for the Ducks where they're going to be an elite team because that offense is going to be firing all the cylinders with McTavish and Zegras and Drysdale and Leo Carlsson. So I think that team can make some surprises. If Gibson could, summon the ghost of Christmas past with his goaltending, then they might be even better. So.
That's a fair point.
I have a soft spot for Buffalo just because I love their fans so much. So I think they're starting to trend upwards. I wouldn't be surprised if they make some noise. And I'd really love to see Ottawa do something. Just because I like Brady and I like Jimmy Stu up there. So
and plus Ottawa got Vladdy Tarasenko, so that's help bolster their offense a ton.
If he could stay healthy, that's a big deal. Yeah,
absolutely. But again, that's another 1-year contract, $5 million for Vladdy. That's a hefty payday, but it's a 1-year deal, another minimal risk type of thing. Because if he gets hurt, you're not paying a whole lot. So, but
yeah, I mean, they're trying to push it out. That team is on the verge, but they also have a very tough division. So
yes,
you're going to have to.
Yes, that is true.
Need some help.
I mean, if they were, I think if they were in the Central on the West, they probably would be a playoff, forerunner. But they're in a very tough division. So,
yeah, but Riggs, I do agree with you, but I gotta lean more towards the Buffalo Sabres. I really love what they're doing right now. They're a team that's definitely on the rise. It wouldn't surprise me.
But is that a surprise? That's the biggest surprise. Is that a surprise for you? I mean, the Buffalo's been making strides.
No. But if they actually made some noise in the division, like that would be a surprise.
I mean, the surprise to me would be if they somehow, some way make the playoffs, and I think they're going to have a puncher's chance too. They might sneak in as like the second wild card spot ahead of the Islanders or the Penguins. That's just my personal opinion, but I think they have a chance to actually really do some things this year. But I would really love to see what Ottawa is capable of now that they have, Brady Tkachuk, Vladdy Tarasenko. They still got Claude Giroux. They got a very young team with good goaltending. I am very curious to see what that Ottawa team can do.
Wait, good goaltending. That's a massive oversight for Korpisalo. 5x5 doesn't. I mean, you're talking about Edmonton flashbacks there with Soupy.
True story.
Oh my God.
So So we've been talking about this for a while on Hockey Royalty, and I mentioned a little bit earlier. Nobody really said anything, and I don't know if it was just because I kept talking because like I normally do, or if you guys didn't pick up on it. But what do you think about the goalie? We talk about goalies being like the running backs of the National Hockey League, where like you can get by with a couple guys that are making $2 million. And you just need to find a hot street guy rather than paying a goalie to $8 or $9 million.
Yeah. So I'm a firm believer that you can definitely overpay your goalies, like both of them, or one, right? So I think the way the league is now and the way the rules are, or they've been for the last 15 years or whatever, goal scoring is at a premium. So you have to pay for goal scoring, and then at that point, like, okay, how do we build the rest of the team? Well, we've also got to shut down other offenses, and then we have to stop goals at the net, right? And given that, like, I think you got to figure out a way to find a 1A, 1B and not overpay for that. And I think it's a very fine line that you have to walk to find those guys.
Yeah.
And I think there's a little bit of luck in that too. Like if there's guys that are coming up in your system, if you're deep in goaltending going all the way down to like the ECHL, like those teams are going to perform better at the National League level, right? So I don't know. It's tough. But I definitely believe that like goalies should not be paid like these ridiculous $5 million figures. I don't think that's the right number in today's salary cap era.
Yeah, no, it's all fair points. I've got no argument. We got quite a few more comments in here. Let's go through a few of them here. WL Graves writes, ice looks decent, stadium looks excellent, but no Canadian national anthem, not even the flag. Yeah, I kind of did notice that they only played the American national anthem and the Australian national anthem too.
Are there any Canadian teams playing? No, there's
No.
not. So get over it.
And I would be surprised.
That's a fair point.
I would be surprised if the Canadian flag isn't hanging.
That is true.
They might not have shown it. Like
right.
Okay.
Yeah, but they don't. But they don't ever play the Canadian anthem.
No,
in the U.S. if there's no Canadian teams.
No,
playing.
no. And I
was gonna say unless Toronto or Edmonton is in town, then they don't play it. Of course, we get this comment here.
I'm surprised
we're probably gonna get a bunch of those.
Surprised that's not my brother.
Yeah. Good old Connor Cahill. I saw him during the Metropolitan Division preview live stream. What's up, Connor? What we're going to see is Connor McDangit, the Harry Kane of ice hockey. Amazing player, but with no single cup to his name. Can I steal that nickname from you one day? That's gold. I like that one. What else we got here? Cassidy. Where do you think the Coyotes will end up? Staying in Arizona or moving? I mean, look, when it's all said and done, as much as we'd like to joke around about it, I think they'll find a way to stay in Arizona because I really think that Coyotes fans, in all seriousness, they do deserve better than this. So if they do end up coming with like an actual plan for this new stadium, which I hope they do, I personally think they'll end up staying.
So the NHL will make that franchise work. That it's the only reason why they're still there.
Yeah.
I think so. Where would you go if they do change? Like where are some good spots for expansion teams if they want to expand?
Bring back the Quebec Nordiques.
No, Quebec.
No,
they're not going to support it. It won't. It won't work.
God.
The league is almost solely driven by TV revenue, right? And it won't work.
What about bringing back the Thrashers?
No.
Yeah.
It failed twice.
Right. I mean, we talked about this on our show. Like, I don't see how that works for a third time.
Think outside the box. I think Houston has a big metroplex.
Yeah.
Yes. Houston, like a second team in Texas.
Too, absolutely.
San Antonio, Austin, or Houston, I think are great.
Kansas City,
spots.
I think would be great.
Kansas City's a great spot. Yeah. Like,
because you're looking at they could be a rival with St. Louis. Kansas City Chiefs have a great fan base. They like that. They like that kind of
City.
Salt Lake City. We always have that Salt Lake City face-off for the Kings every year out there. I mean, that could be a good spot.
And it's there's some natural rivals there, right? So you move them to SLC. You get the natural sort of Pacific rivalry.
Who does Utah have? The Jazz. That's it. They don't have any other sports teams besides the Utah Jazz out of all teams. And the Jazz are irrelevant. So what else is there?
The owner of that team has said that building, they could have ice in it like next year. So, it could work.
I think they play there for the face-off every year for the Kings.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
We play a game or two there every year normally.
Oh, God. All bias aside, really, yeah, right. My Canucks are going to be a big surprise. Good signings on defense. Hughes is Quinn Hughes is the new captain of the team. I forgot about that. Congrats to him. I think they'll make the playoffs. let's slow your roll there, Connor. I don't expect Vancouver to do all that much. Can they be competitive? Sure. But playoffs, talk to me in about a year or so.
Logan Cooley's a gangster, man. He's got some gold chains around his neck, I think.
Underway in the second period, by the way.
Or was that? That might have just been the collar, but it looked like he had some gold chains going on. And the Canucks have no chance. By the way,
Blues stand a chance of making the playoffs. Hell no. The St. Louis Blues.
The Canucks are the biggest dumpster fire I've ever seen with the team. Like they just don't know what they're doing.
Wait. We're watching Arizona. Hold on a second.
Time out. Did you not just say the Coyotes are a dumpster fire of a franchise? Who's worse then?
No, but you look at the Coyotes or the Canucks. Like you're not trading away good assets to get good assets in return. You're not bringing in the quality players. I mean, you're looking at like you're in the middle ground. When you're on a fence, you're not a competitive team, and you're not getting top players in the draft. So, like you're neither at that point. Like I just don't think that they're not trying and they're not being bad. I just think that. And then Kuzmenko, the guy that everybody loves, they got the extension. They should have traded him away. They probably could have got 2 first-round picks for him and moved on. I just don't think that I just don't think they have a vision for where this team is going.
There's a guy on our show that calls it the circle of average. Yeah. So you just kind of circle around, right? You're not good enough to make it, but you're not bad enough to get like the good picks in the draft and actually rebuild and everything.
You're right. So. Absolutely. You're right.
As we talk about that, there's 2 Canucks jerseys walking down the fucking aisle.
Oh no!
West Coast team, right? So
well, there's a shot from a bad angle. They score. The Coyotes are on the board first.
Ugh.
Well, we're behind then, I guess, by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What a shot! Almost going behind. And who else? It's Clayton freaking Keller. Who else?
Oh. Banked it in off the goalie.
Clayton Keller gets the Coyotes on the board first. It's a 1-0 Arizona lead. What a goal. We've been talking about Clayton Keller a majority of the night, and he comes up big there. Got a couple of more comments here. As the Winnipeg Jets hope they have a good team and a good season. I don't expect much from Winnipeg either. I mean, who do they have? They lost Blake Wheeler in the offseason. Blake Wheeler wasn't happy there to begin with, but even still, that's a big loss. I don't trust their goaltending. I don't trust them defensively.
For goaltending, they have a good goaltender.
Connor Hellebuck, but is he really all that?
Yes.
Yes,
really?
He's still a top 5 goaltender in the league.
Yeah,
yes,
he is that good.
But I mean, you lose Pierre-Luc Dubois, who's a 60-point getter. You lose Wheeler. You lose a lot of guys. I mean, they're in the average circle as well, to where. Yeah. Like Hellebuck is going to steal games, but they're not going to be a presence in that division. And I think they deal him
just to put this to bed. No, Calgary is not making the playoffs.
No.
My co-host absolutely has a fetish for Calgary. It's kind of weird. So Joe, you know who you are.
By the way, I saw another comment from Connor here because he called me out on something here. I want to respond to him. Just to follow up, smarty pants, Jimmy. I see where this is going today. You said we only had Petey. You forgot Demko, Garland, Beauvillier, Boser, Roenick, Susi, and from Russia with Love, Andre Kuzma. Yeah, and where are they all going to be this season? At home, watching the damn playoffs like the rest of us are. So I don't want to hear it. But no, look, all joking aside, Connor, we still love you anyway. Does Winnipeg make the playoffs? No. Short, sweet, to the point. Which team do you think will be the worst?
San Jose.
Philadelphia Flyers.
Yeah, I'll go Philly.
Listen, I'm not just saying that because I'm a Ranger fan. I truly, wholeheartedly believe that they are not going to be good. They're not going to be good. They're going to be at the bottom of the barrel because, John Tortorella can only do so much to motivate a team. I think the game is passed him by personally.
I think he's terrible. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then where does Carter Hart go?
Look at the team he's coaching.
Yeah.
Who are these people?
They have nobody.
Exactly.
So a lot of Kings fans think
you're really
that
gonna
Carter
tell
Hart
me?
is a king by trade deadline.
Really?
I was gonna
Mhm.
say. I was
Interesting.
thinking the same thing, to be honest.
Interesting.
Who else we got? If you watch the video compilation of how many goals each team scored, Canucks were 45 minutes. That's a 45 minute. What the hell are you talking about,
What are we
boy?
talking? Okay, so
We're
So
a
you want to watch
competitive
goals
team.
being
We just
scored,
had
but you don't want to
crappy-
watch wins. That's
We just
fine.
had a crappy giraffe in defense and Tyler Myers.
So-
Take him out, or it's gonna take more than taking out Tyler freaking Myers to improve your
So
damn
how-
defense.
how long was the Vegas Golden Knights goal scoring video package since, they scored considerably more goals?
That's a good question, actually.
Although I'm going to give him some pub. I do like the Susie signing for them.
Okay, yes, I will give him that at least. Yes.
At $3
And-
million, I think he plays a lot better defense than what they're used to.
Yes. What else we got here? Do you think the Golden Knights will be good this season? Yes.
Yes.
I personally think they have a chance to, if I'm being honest here, they might have a chance to repeat this year.
I think that they're all based on injury. They're very top heavy. They have zero depth. They have no prospect pool. If they're healthy, they're contenders. If they're not, like if they have a couple injuries, they're doomed.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The question,
And
in
I think
Philly
they
would be-
overpaid. I think they overpaid for playoff success.
Yes.
But that's how it works, right? Like
Right. Yeah.
you got
But
to pay
no,
for
you're-
that. You got to
You're
pay
the New
for
England
that cup,
Patriots. You
right?
get rid of those. You get rid of those people.
Yeah,
You're the
but
New England Patriots. You just get rid of them.
it's different in hockey though. Like it's different.
The
Cap
question in
management.
Philly would be, will the fans riot or stay? Oh, they're going to riot. They're going to riot no matter what. It's Philadelphia. What do you expect, Angus?
No, Philadelphia will be fine as long as the Eagles are good.
Ugh, golly. As a Giants fan, that hurts. But anyway,
Yeah, well,
Yeah, how was that loss yet last night to the Niners? My Niners kind of kicked it in your face there a little bit.
I had no hopes for that game. I picked the 49ers to win that game by default. 49ers are a better team, man. They might go to the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, we're the best team in the NFC.
Wait, are you actually a Niners fan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I was gonna say.
No, I'm from Northern California, but my mom and dad moved up here from Southern California.
oh, right
And
on.
so like I kind of have I have a north-south thing going on a lot with my fan base. So like I like the Niners and then A's and then I like the Dodgers and Kings. So
nice.
a little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can respect that.
So no, I think that
Oh God. Philadelphia, the only city to assault literally.
True story. True story. Yeah.
That is a true story, yes.
They threw snowballs at him. Yeah. It's great.
my friend went to the playoff game with the Niners in Philadelphia playoff game, and he had a 4-year-old girl spit in his face.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Their fans are atrocious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I can't stand Philadelphia sports, but that's another rant for another day. We're in
But you know
right
the
now.
new documentary, the Kelsey documentary, is actually fantastic.
Really?
I really enjoyed it. And
Okay.
Jason Kelsey's probably my new favorite player outside of the Niners. Like it was that good. And he talks about the Philadelphia fan base. And he was like, a lot of people don't understand us and F them. A lot of people don't care, how we think, F them. A lot of people come to our building and we'll show them how we feel and F them. It's like they have that. We're the only city on earth mentality.
Huh.
And like, I think that's outside looking in. It seems disgusting, but when you're in it, it feels like that kind of mentality that you want to get up in it, like that constant underdog type thing. And it seems kind of I enjoy the documentary. I don't know how it feels to be there.
Okay,
but.
so yeah, we don't understand you. So breaking hotel awnings, eating feces, that's normal to you. Okay, I'll play along.
Doesn't every big city riot when their team wins or loses or whatever? Like, I mean, New York has their fair share of riots, right?
Maybe LA to an extent, but
Yeah,
I don't see anywhere else. but it is what it is. 1-0 Coyotes on the goal by Clayton Keller.
Yeah,
Getting
because
back from
Toronto, if they
commercial
win the
break
Stanley
here.
Cup, is just going to eat poutine and sit at home. So
Oh, that place will go nuts, though. Oh, man.
Yeah,
too bad they'll never win the Stanley Cup. So
True story.
probably not. Probably
does
not.
anybody else? Does anybody else want the streak of non-Canadian Stanley Cups to never be broken? That's kind of like that's the vindictive side of me that I never want to see Canadian team win the Stanley Cup ever again.
Eventually, a Canadian team is going to win a Stanley Cup again.
So
I'm not wishing that on anybody.
I flipped last season, not this last one, but the one before, where for a couple years, because Austin Matthews, like whatever, blah blah blah, Willie Nylander, Marner, whatever. I was like, these guys have to do something, and I think like the game is better if Toronto is doing well.
Yes,
right.
Agree.
Right, but then like it's like year after year they can't get it done, and then even like this last season, like okay, you get past one round and then you fall apart. Like,
hold up, folks. Looks like we got a penalty here against the Kings. Oh yeah, we got a slashing call against Lewis. So the Coyotes will go on the power play.
Like I flipped completely on Toronto, and now I just want to see the chaos. I want to see them fail, and everybody in the media and the whole fan base go nuts every year. Just like just blow it up, start over, like whatever. I'm done with it.
I was hoping that that Matthews would make $20 million in Arizona so they could sell tickets.
Yeah, right.
That would be the only way they sell tickets. Let's call it what it is.
And then ticket prices in that 5,000 seat arena would be like
they would probably be 5,000 a piece.
Right? Yeah, right.
So,
like
time out for a second here. You guys think Vancouver isn't going to make it, but that's okay. I think we'll go in nicely under the radar. We'll work away while Rangers choke. Okay, Connor, timeout. At least the Rangers can say they've been consistent playoff contenders. What the frick has Vancouver done in the past 5 freaking years? At home, watching the damn playoffs. That's all.
It's just typical Canadian delusion to start the season.
I wasn't going to go that far.
I live in Texas, and every year it's like the Dallas Cowboys are like, oh, this year's our year, and they always choke.
That is accurate, yes. What else we got here? Last year was running away to get the cup. This year, Vegas will not be back to back. It could be I'm sorry,
No.
Andrew. The Leafs are not winning the Stanley Cup this year. I'm sorry. No, that's not happening. Until they prove to me that they can at least get to the Eastern Conference Finals, which will never happen in my opinion. But until they do that, I will never believe that they will win another Stanley Cup. I'm sorry.
So far, you have divine intervention not on your side, so I would put your money elsewhere.
Clearly not. Clearly not. And yes, Andrew, we know you're a diehard Toronto fan. Like, hey, you have a right to believe what you want to. I get it. We're fans. We're entitled to believe what we want to believe. But Toronto ain't winning no damn Stanley Cup anytime soon. I'm sorry, my guy. Not happening. Connor, we got it this year. We'll slide into the last wild card spots. Really, Dylan? Really?
Come on, dude.
Really? Really? That's where we're going. Biggest drop in points will be the Bruins. Wow, he's going there.
Well,
he's going there. He's going there. Oh my God!
I don't think that's that far out there.
I mean, they were President's Trophy winner. They lose one of their major players.
That's a good pass up the left wing. A shot scores. It's 2-0 Coyotes.
I'm only 10 seconds behind you now.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
how did he not win the Calder Trophy last year?
Wow,
Maselli, didn't he have the most points of any rookie?
I think he did. I think he was runner up for Rookie of the Year. But Maselli scores.
I know Beniers is a top pick, but he had more points than Beniers, I thought.
Their top center is Pavel Zacha. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Boston sucks. Yeah, I don't
It's a
like
good shot.
Boston either, but Boston's going to make the playoffs, I think. But if they pull another choke job like they did against Florida, then I'm going to be having a whole bunch of questions. Maybe more than I already do. Hear me out. This is the best Canucks roster in 5 years. Everything that could have gone
What?
wrong did. Oh my god, we're still going on this damn Canucks train here. My
The best-
goodness gracious. I don't care what kind of roster you have. I will believe it when I see it play out on the actual ice. All right, is that fair? Man, oh man, it's just unfreaking real. Meanwhile, we're going to turn around here in center. Oh, we got a goal by the Kings. The Kings answer right back, and it's a
Kempe with a
2-1
snipe.
game. How about that?
40-goal scorer Kempe with a snipe.
Great
Ooh,
shot.
What a
Yeah.
move by Kemp. With the move and then the snipe up top. And it's a 2-1 game here in Melbourne, Australia.
He's been doing that. So 2 years ago, he really got into the shooting. He spent all offseason with a shooting coach. And now he's just letting it fly, man. He's got one of the best shots in the league. And he's not afraid to do that little toe drag snipes shot. He's very good at shooting away. Like, watch, he's flowing to the right here.
Yeah.
And he'll
He's
shoot
like,
away from his body.
Yeah, he's like on his offside, floating away from short side of the net. That's a great shot.
What a job by Kemp there. Just saying they have a chance to make the playoffs, not saying they'll win the cup. I give them 2% chance to make the playoffs. How about that? I don't know, man.
Hang your hat. Every team's in first place right now. So
That's right. There you go.
Literally.
There you go.
Enjoy it while it lasts, because it ain't lasting long. No, listen, look, in all seriousness, do I expect a better season from Vancouver? Yes, I do. But I still don't think they're making the playoffs this year. I think they'll just miss out.
who are they beating? I mean, I don't think they're not a better team than Seattle. They're not a better team than LA or Edmonton or Vegas. Calgary's got that opportunity to rebound, and then you have the Central. So like they'd have to have a really good season and some disaster from other teams to make the playoffs.
Yeah. And this puck goes over the glass, and looks like we're going to get into another commercial break here. We got ourselves a game here, folks. It's 2-1 in favor of Arizona. And now we have a quick word from our sponsors. In DraftKings, we're back with another week of football, and DraftKings Sportsbook is keeping us in on the NFL action with great offers every single game day. New customers can bet $5 and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Throw $5 down on any of this week's epic matchups to walk away an instant winner. And DraftKings is not stopping there. All customers can take advantage of 2 new offers every game day this September. And football's more fun when you're in on the action. So download DraftKings now and use our code THPN to sign up. New customers can bet $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, with code THPN. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boo Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. Licensee partner Golden Nug Casino, Lake Charles in LA. 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction, void in Ontario. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms for eligibility, terms, and responsible gambling resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. We're in commercial break right now. Kings and Coyotes 2-1 Arizona in the second period with just about a little over 10 minutes to go. I can see them just missing out. Healthy Demko is something you shouldn't sleep on. Goaltending was horrendous last year. Wait, hold. Are you actually saying that? Do you actually believe that? Because if you do, I don't even know what to say. Come on, man. I don't care if you beat them twice last year. You're not better than the Dallas Stars. Come on, man.
I'm saying it's Canadian delusional.
Everyone's an optimist in September.
My goodness gracious. But anyway, just about 10 minutes to go in the second period. Halfway point, 2-1 Coyotes. Oh, there's a
How is that a number for Logan Cooley?
Rebound chance save. Yeah, I don't know how the heck you boys are still.
We're still behind. Yeah,
as you are. That's
I was watching highlights, and you're like, "Well, we're back."
Yeah, I know.
What's my team, Andrew? Rangers all the way, baby. Been a diehard fan since a 2-month-old infant.
92 is kind of a good number for Cooley, right? Like
it's not bad.
The guy that could be a stalwart of your team. 92.
I mean, it's definitely a rookie number, right? But like, it's not bad. Like,
hold on a minute, we got a good chance here. Cruz shoots, he scores. Cruz makes it 3-1 Arizona.
You're ruining this viewing for me.
I know. What? Spoiler alert.
I can't help myself. I'm sorry.
I feel like I'm watching a new movie with Reddit on or something.
I am not responsible for you being 3 seconds behind me.
We told you to get on ESPN Plus. We're all fair here. Equality and communism.
I don't have ESPN Plus. I'm sorry to break it to you. At least not yet.
Off the turnover. Yeah. Down on one knee.
Yeah, literally though.
The old Brett Hall.
Oh, we got another chance here. Scars! Are you kidding me? It's Coley this time. What a goal by the youngster. 15 seconds later, it's 4-1 Arizona. My goodness.
Oh, what a play. What a play. Oh my gosh. Dancing through the center of the ice.
Goodness.
That was disgusting.
Are you kidding me? Damn. Woo.
Yes, Angus, yes, it is on ESPN Plus right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, thank you.
They changed it 2 days ago to have it on ESPN and NHL.
Coyotes running away with this. Sure looks like it.
Yeah,
Kings suck. Well, in this game they do, but
it was good that they did change it because I was looking for a stream for the NHL. But oh well.
It's a good thing they changed it because I would have been spending too much money at the bar to watch them lose.
That's a whole mood right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, see, Cooley does have 2 chains.
Yeah, man.
Cooley 2 chains over there. Hey, you gotta spice it up.
Big smile too. Look at him.
He's gonna be an image.
Oh boy. Oh, there's no excuse for that one, man. Come on.
I don't know what's going on here, but you're making me worried that somebody's injured.
Something happened.
No, nobody's hurt. Just a really awful penalty being taken right here on Kerfoot for tripping. So
let's get the Kings on the power play. You know, a little one-timer, a little top shelf wrister, a little banana sandwich, all that kind of stuff. I think in hockey talk we can almost say anything.
Yeah, no worries, Andrew. Good night, and thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate your support.
I think you could almost say anything in hockey speak if you have that cadence. You're like, oh yeah, a little banana sandwich over to the moonshake, up top shelf, dusting off the old trophies. You're like, what?
People look at you like you have two heads.
Yeah.
Kings are on the power play here. It's 4-1 Arizona. Kerfoot, 2 minutes for tripping.
Mm.
Not a great start for the power play 2 unit.
Viewer who was saying that there was no Canadian national anthem. He's right. There's no Canadian flag being hung, just the USA flag and the Australian flag. So he's right about that.
Really interesting.
Big shaft.
It was actually kind of a surprise.
It is surprising because there's a large like Canadian community in Australia, so that's somewhat surprising.
Unless it's hanging up in a different spot, and I'm not looking correct. But from what I saw, there was no Canadian flag.
Oh, what a shot!
A banana sandwich is an Elvis sandwich in my language.
Nice, yeah.
That's another move.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I actually have a peanut butter and banana sandwich ready for lunch for work tomorrow. So
there you go.
That's a whole mood.
Just like Elvis.
Yes. King of rock and roll, baby. Come on, let's go. Hey, listen, as a rock music fan my whole life, I appreciate what he's done. Australia is Canada South. Yeah, that's a good point, Dylan.
Yeah, it's very similar. It really is. Yeah.
Yeah, much better accent and more venomous snakes.
Correct.
Yes.
Oh. The power play groan when you
but
shots there, you don't hit it.
But you know what? They got a bunch of chances there. Like they look good. They look good.
Bonehead play by Dowdy there
for about 25 more seconds.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, let me just the blue line's there.
Oh,
yeah.
Whoops.
Sort of. Sort of ish.
I think after this power play, I'm going to have to call it quits, guys, because I got to wake up early and sell some vehicles.
Oh, gosh. Have fun. Power play is over for the Kings. Teams are back at full strength.
Well, it was a pleasure, guys.
And now a shot by Arvidsson scores!
Oh, well, then I have to watch this.
There you go. Yeah.
Arvidsson scores, and
you got to stay for 20 seconds here.
Or was that tipped in front by somebody? Let's see.
That probably was tipped by Arvidsson.
Yeah.
Because that was a lefty that shot that. I think that was Trevor Fiala.
Yeah, I got to see that again. That definitely looked like it was... Arvidsson shot it from the point.
I think it was a lefty. I think it was... No, I think it was Fiala that shot it from the point.
Oh, it was Fiala? Okay, my apologies.
Yeah, Fiala's the lefty. He shot from the point and tipped by Arvidsson. Yeah.
So Arvidsson did tip it in. Okay, thank you for that. So either way, Arvidsson does score, and now it's a 4-2 game. But yeah,
Dylan, I sell all kinds of cars.
Brandon, listen, man, I feel you. Probably after the second period, I'm going to call it quits too because I got work in the morning as well. So I feel you on that one. But hey, listen, man, thank you so much for hopping on. Always great to get a Kings insight. Go subscribe to Hockey Royalty. Always a fun time on that. And hey, hopefully we can do this again during the season, man. Thank you so much.
No, I appreciate you guys.
Anytime. Take it easy. Later. Well, that was a lot of fun having Hockey Royalty on, literally and figuratively, but...
Absolutely.
Awesome stream, boys. Thank you so much, Dylan. Much appreciated, my guy. You guys think the Kings take another step this year? Meaning forward or back? Because if we're talking forward, then I think absolutely 100%.
Yes. They're going in the right direction.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Now, Riggs, answer me this. How many seconds are you behind me again?
Probably about 15 or 20.
Okay, because I'm at about 4 minutes remaining in the second period.
Oh, gosh. I'm at 4:35 right now.
So, Jesus, man, you're way off.
Yeah.
You are way off, my guy.
Well, it's ESPN, man. It's ESPN. Like,
it's ESPN.
the worst of the two national broadcast partners. So.
Oh, don't tell me you got. Did you get Leah Hextall?
No, I don't know. I actually can't really hear them because I have the TV
okay.
sound turned down and
Okay.
I have buds in my ears so I can hear you. So
Oh, okay. All right.
I have no idea
I was
who's on
about
the
to
call.
say. I
Actually,
was
let's
about to
see.
say, damn. Now, meanwhile, here comes Moore down the left slot. Moore shoots. He scores! Moore makes it 4-3. My, oh my, we got a
That
game here,
was a
folks.
shot. Holy
Oh,
moly.
boy.
He just ripped it.
Right from the left slot, a sniper shot's what we call that. It's a 4-3 game. We were talking about forward. Yeah, no, that's fine. Then yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a step forward. 100% agree with you, Dylan. Yeah. They're literally saying, we don't want you to go to bed yet, but we have responsibilities in the morning. It's literally conflicting life choices here. Hockey or life choices. Pick one.
Yeah. Well, I got to go coach kids tomorrow, so yeah. It's still it's hockey or hockey, yeah. But one is like wrangling feral animals and
oh gosh.
yeah.
Well, no, wait, well, is your game in the morning or in the afternoon?
So we're in the afternoon, but I got to leave in the morning. So
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, looks like we're both calling it quits after the second period. Then, if that's the case,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but we got ourselves a great game here, folks. As it's a 4-3 Arizona lead. It was 4-1, but the Kings quickly making some work. 2:40 to go in the second period. Just want to remind you that we have done our giveaway courtesy of our good friends at Bench Clearers. Want to give a special shout out to, let me pull up the names here again really quick. Want to give a shout out to Maxwell at American Made 123 on Twitter for winning the King shirt, the tank top shirt. And we also want to give a shout out to at Kevy 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 D 209 on Twitter for winning the Coyotes tank top shirt. So congratulations to both of them. The winners will also be posted on the Hockey Podcast Network Twitter account at 10 a.m. Eastern time today. So congratulations to them. But if you didn't win, if you want to score yourself some cool hockey merch for the season, use our code THPN sent me for 15% off your order. Go to benchclearers.com. Use our code THPN sent me for 15% off. So if you didn't win, we'll give you a little discount. Fair is fair. We're currently in a commercial break right now with 3 minutes to go in the second period. It's a 4-3 lead for the Arizona Coyotes. We got a couple comments here. I find Australia an odd location choice. You think they can realistically grow the game there? If things break right, absolutely they could.
Yes, 100%.
Absolutely.
So I've been there. I've been to a pro game, or I guess it's semi-pro there, right? But the community there is small, but it's very strong, and it's very proud. I think it could absolutely work there, and I think
I don't think people realize down in Australia they love their hockey over there. They crave it. Like they will literally they'll literally stand. If they come here to watch a game, they will literally stand for hours in line just to get in. That's how fascinated they are by the game of hockey. They love it.
I have very good friends from there, and while they were living in the States, I kind of turned them on to hockey, and it was a very easy transition for them. They're Aussie Rules football fans, and so it was a very easy transition. Hockey's fast, it's physical. The flow and the strategy is basically the same. The culture over there is a sporting culture. They love fast and physical sports, with the exception of cricket.
Yeah,
But
no, 100%.
it can absolutely work there. So
I agree. It
yeah.
could. Hey, what's up? Racist Fan Rocks 4. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for tuning in. Much appreciated. Although, unfortunately, the stream is coming to an end shortly because A, we have responsibilities in the morning, and B, it is late for us. But for those who have stuck around, we truly do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And don't worry, there will be a lot more streams to come this season. As a matter of fact, I am actually doing a preseason game this upcoming Tuesday, September 26th at 7 p.m. I will be covering Rangers and the Islanders. So that will be my next live stream. So make sure that you tune in for that one. I will be riding solo for that one. So that should be a fun preseason game. Rangers and the Islanders. First time I think they're playing in the preseason since I think in 2021 or 2022, actually. So not too far off, but always nice to catch a Ranger Islander game. So that will be on Tuesday. And again, I'm not sure if they're streaming the game tomorrow, though. That's another thing. I'm sure they'll probably say on our official Twitter at THPN and also on our YouTube channel. By the way, make sure that you subscribe to us here on YouTube. I forgot to mention that earlier in the stream. And make sure you follow us on all social media as well as subscribe to our Twitch channel, which we're also streaming on there as well. We truly appreciate that. I'm sorry, Riggs, go ahead.
Oh no, it's just always interesting when rivals play in the preseason like that. It seems like it's a powder keg. You know, you have the young guys that are trying to make the squad, and things seem to pop off.
Yes. Yes. We have under a minute to go. Second period, 4-3. Arizona leads. My home country, Ireland, has a very good hockey team, and the Belfast Giants, coached by Sheldon Keefe's younger brother. That's fascinating. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
It's awesome.
That's pretty sick, actually.
Yeah.
And also, since we're talking about family in hockey here, I think, isn't Shane Doan's son on the Coyotes now?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. He's in the prospect pipeline.
What's his name again?
I can't remember his first name.
Something with an A, I think.
Yeah, it was funny though, because last year they opened that new building and he was still with ASU, and he scored the first goal ever in that building for ASU. So
Really?
yeah, pretty
Oh
wild.
no, I was way off. It's not with an A. His name is Josh Stone.
There you go.
For some reason, I thought it was like Aiden or something like that. So I'm like, what the hell is going on with me? I'm out, boys. Awesome job tonight. Thank you so much, Dylan. We appreciate that. Yeah. Go Canucks, whatever. But no, Dylan, you're awesome, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate you. Got about 25 seconds to go in the second period. 4-3 Arizona. Kings are on the power play. I did not see what the penalty was.
Yeah, I was looking at my phone.
Have to let's see if we can find out what happened here. Oh, looks like we're not going to. Won't let me look. But either way, the second period is now over. Arizona has a 4-3 lead. Oh, he's talking to Dylan. My bad. But anyway, though, that's going to be the end of our stream. Unfortunately, folks, we do apologize, but Riggs and I do, in all seriousness, we do have responsibilities in the morning that we do have to take care of. But Riggs, this was so much fun for the first watch party of the season, and my first one personally. An awesome experience. I truly do hope that we can do this again this season, but it was great working with you, and this will not be our last time that we do this. Thank you so much for doing this, man.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jimmy, for inviting me. This was great. This was my first watch party too, so hopefully it was entertaining for everybody, and we said some halfway smart things. So yeah, this was awesome. Really looking forward to doing more of this kind of stuff.
Sometimes we know what we're talking about.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
Hey, listen, everybody, in all seriousness, thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. We truly appreciate every single one of you. Hockey is back, baby. We're back. The network is back and better than ever. Again, thank you for welcoming me and Riggs to the network with open arms. The both of us are really extremely thankful for every single one of you. To everybody who tuned in, thank you as well. And to our giveaway winners for the shirts, again, courtesy of Bench Clearers, congratulations to you guys again. And of course, a huge thank you to our sponsors at DraftKings. Again, use our code THPN to sign up. Bet $5, get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Again, make sure that you subscribe to us right here on YouTube. Plenty more live streams to come throughout the year. Again, my next one will be this upcoming Tuesday, September 26th, when we watch the Rangers versus the Islanders. So tune in this upcoming Tuesday right here on the THPN YouTube channel. I will be there. But until then, make sure you follow us on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, wherever, at HockeyPodNet. Don't miss any updates on episodes, live streams, and a whole lot more. And go subscribe to Beers in the Lot as well on all audio platforms. Do you guys have a YouTube channel as well?
Yeah, we've done a couple live events on there
Okay.
for our own episodes. So yeah, go check out Beers in the Lot on YouTube. We're at Beers in the Lot on all the social medias, so go check us out. And obviously our website, beersinTheLot.com.
Absolutely, 100%. You will not be disappointed with these freaking guys down here. And also, please be sure that you subscribe to From the Blue Seats, a New York Rangers podcast as well on all audio platforms. And we just launched a brand new YouTube channel as well, so make sure you go subscribe to that. There will be episodes coming very, very soon on the video side. We're still trying to work out a few kinks on there, but stay tuned. Visual content coming your way. But again, make sure you subscribe to From the Blue Seats and Beers in the Lot as well, and subscribe to the THPN YouTube channel. Again, next live stream for me personally, Rangers Islanders this Tuesday, September 26th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. But that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. We truly appreciate it. And again, hockey is back. For Riggs, I'm Jimmy. This has been the 2023 Global Series from Melbourne, Australia. We will catch you in the next live stream. Peace and take care.
Say something.